On this episode of Mike Colameco's Real Food, I'll visit Belgium for the very first time. And we've got everything here. I'll make some chocolate with one of Brussels' best chocolatiers.
When people start trying my chocolate, they cannot go back to normal chocolate after.
And then off to Chalet de Ferret, where I'll cook with Chef Pascal Divalkiner. You're living dangerously, Chef.
Enjoy yourself.
It's all coming up next.
To Brussels.
To Brussels. I'm Mike Colameco, chef and food lover. Come with me and meet some of today's most interesting chefs and their crews that work in their kitchens. Real chefs, real restaurants, and real recipes. That's what's on the menu. This is Mike Colameco's Real Food. Mike Colameco's Real Food is brought to you by the continuous, generous support of the following underwriters.
Cola Vita, a true Italian.
From artichokes to roasted peppers, from balsamic to truffle oil, Roland brings the world to you. Roland, global experts in specialty food.
People ask my wife, what's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and Cento.
San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento, trust your family with our family.
And by additional support from Welshire Farms comes Lou's Garrett Valley Naturals, a collection of our most popular quality recipes made from minimal ingredients without added antibiotics, hormones, nitrates, nitrites, or artificial ingredients. Lou's Garrett Valley Naturals, always in good taste naturally.
There are only a few places left in the world, like the village of Grafton, Vermont, that still value the old traditions. They also hand make and age Grafton Village cheese here. It takes a village to make a great cheese.
Perugina Baci. Since 1907, Perugia's chocolatiers have produced this traditional Italian treat. A dark chocolate candy embedded with hazelnuts. I've been to Europe, 40, 50 times. Done a bunch of shows over here. One country I've never visited is Belgium. Famous for beer, famous for great food, famous for castles. We're not doing the castle show, but we're going to do great food, a lot of beer, and it's a big road trip. So today on the menu, Belgium. Here at this Culinaria by Squared, which is like 18 Belgian chefs. There's some of them have Michelin stars, some of them don't. They're all really good. I'm in. So we're gonna eat and talk to some chefs. It's a hell of an ice cream cone. Can't say no to that, brother. Gotta eat this before it melts. So delicious, man. Caramel that's not too sweet, crunchy chocolate, liquefied caramel, in a chocolate-covered cone. Nobody's getting this after me. Everywhere we're going, it's like chocolate sculpture. This is Marcolini's chocolate. It's just beautiful. This crazy chocolate piece he made just for this show. This green one here just is crazy. It's got like 3-4 colors on it. Look how vivid this is. Okay, we're here with Chef Arabelle, who's one of the women representing Belgian cuisine in this particular conference. Tell me a bit about your restaurant and also your sense of Belgian cuisine.
There is a lot of love and emotion in every dish she makes.
Well, this is a perfect. Describe this dish. Asparagus is in season now, so we have green asparagus. What else do we have on this plate?
Un acidulé de vinaigre de betterave.
This is a dish with farm products. So you have goat cheese.
This is a beautiful plate. It's really, really pretty.
C'est très apéritif et très digestif.
All these wildflowers has been taken by Arabelle 2 or 3 days ago before coming here.
Beautiful plate. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for your time. I'm going to eat. Yeah. Really good. So every city I visit, I always visit a market, and I love meat markets because I love meat. I'm not at Italy. I'm not at Citarella. I'm not at Fairway. No. We're in Belgium, right? Rob, one standalone supermarket. Pretty amazing place. They've got like 20-some thousand items, which makes them about half as big as America's regular supermarkets. But they've got this amazing selection of stuff that I'm crazy about. We're going to take a walk and just cruise down this aisle. The Spanish are famous for their hams. This is this beautiful Serrano ham, 16 months age. You see that beautiful kind of yellow, almost carotene-colored fat on the outside. That's the mark of a really nice piece of ham. When I was a kid, coming up in the business, I worked with Christian Delouvrier at the Maurice, and he taught me how to make pâté, and I've always been in love with pâté, the idea of using all the animal, all the little bits, marinating them, grinding them, adding fat, adding spices, herbs, booze, baking it, turning it into something magical. And we've got everything here. They've got rillette, they've got beef tail pâté that's amazing, 4 or 5 types of duck pâté. I love the idea that they've got this stuff. Here you're buying it, and buy it by the slice, take it home. This could be dinner. Bottle of wine, nice baguette, big salad, dinner, in my book. Hello. I'm here with Christian, who's a great baker, a Belgian legend, and your products are all over here. Talk to me about this, because I love this. What is this? Because in America we call this a Malomar, but
no, it's specific from Belgium. It's a little bit of biscuit, and I put meringue. Very, very light, very tasty.
Very light, very delicious. I already had 2 of these.
Oh, marzipan.
Yeah, I heard this is good. I may take one of these with me.
You like it?
I may take one of these.
It's for you.
Christian, so I love your chocolates. Christian, thank you.
Thanks.
Guy's a pleasure, man. You got to love this guy. Any guy with a face like that's on my team. All right, signing off. I'm going to have another bite of Malomar. Like I need this, like I need a hole in my head. But I probably already have one of those too. So for now, au revoir. Selection's amazing. They've got 7, 8 different kinds of chicken, including one of my favorite, the great French poulet de Bresse. Look at the feet on those chickens. Look how gnarly they are, man. I mean, that's just a local farm. Besides all the great, typical French meat, like you see the Charolais, that's a type of cattle. The Limousine cattle, it's a type of cattle. They've got Wagyu beef. I mean, they've got a Wagyu steak here. All right, granted, that's $150 a kilo, but it's probably what you're going to pay in New York City. But I mean, look at the marble on that. So you can go to a supermarket and buy amazing ingredients, some of the best meat around, some of the best fish around, Wagyu, beer, wine, you name it. Rob, just outside of Brussels, this place is crazy good. Well, a trip to Belgium has to include a visit to a few chocolate stores. So let's today visit Laurent Gelbaut, who discovered his love for chocolate in his mid-20s. While the Belgians have a sweet tooth, Laurent bucks this trend, selling completely neutral chocolates, flavored with the best quality ingredients that he sources from around the world. From Sicilian pistachios and Persian cranberries to the cocoa beans themselves. You don't come to Brussels, you don't come to Belgium if you're not going to cover chocolate. This is like chocolate center. And if you're going to come here, you got to be with one of the best guys in the city. So, Laurent Gelbaut, is that the name?
Yeah.
Thanks
nice
for having
to
us. One of the great chocolatiers. Essentially, your chocolates are as pure as you can get. It's cocoa butter.
It's pure chocolate. There's no added sugar, there's no butter, there's no alcohol, no preservative. So it's really pure, intense taste. When people start trying my chocolate, they cannot go back to normal chocolate after.
Tell me what we have here.
Chocolate's a bit like wine, so you have a different cepage family. The biggest one is Forastero, which is the African cocoa beans, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Brazil. And it's this one. And Belgium is really the best country to process this kind of beans.
What's this guy?
That's a pure ganache with Madagascar chocolate. Here you have dry figs from Turkey. Orange peel from Sicily.
You're completely finicky about everything, about the chocolate, about everything that goes in the chocolates. Cranberries from Iran, hazelnuts from Alabo. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to put me to work first.
Okay.
And if I do a decent job,
you can finish the plate.
So that's it. So this stays here. This is a reward. This is the monkey reward for me. Okay. If I do it, if I don't, then this just goes, forget about it. I don't get it.
So we go for the
We're going to go work.
Okay.
Here we have tempered chocolate.
Yeah, tempered chocolate. So the first thing is to open good your hands.
Okay, I'm going to try one.
You lock it with the knife. You go under.
Oh, Jesus.
Go out. Break your wrist. Chocolate goes back in the pot. You take it back. You stop here before your arm is full of chocolate. And then we take out the bubbles.
All right, let me make a fool of myself.
I mean, if you want the job, you must...
We gotta earn it.
Just
relax
shoulder. Keep breathing. So bring the chocolate to you. Yeah, a bit more. Stop before you watch this. No, more. Yeah, more.
Wasted. Yeah, you wouldn't hire me. Bon?
Not for the moment.
Yeah, but I was hoping to stay in Belgium and get a green card.
No, push
this way.
Yeah.
All right, bon.
Okay, table, vibration.
It's ready to go?
You can go, stop vibration. Okay, to the tray.
Wow.
To the tray. And then with the nuts.
All right, and I can work, I want to make a few different ones.
Yeah.
I love these little guys. Let's go with a couple of this. Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this is hard. Well, I got to go fast because the chocolate's moving. These were so delicious.
4 pistachio.
I feel like I was made to do this.
Well, you really love the pistachio.
I do. I really love the pistachio.
Then we can put the tray in the fridge.
Okay. Here, I'll carry the tray. You get the fridge.
Okay. Nice color. Huh? When you see, you already want to eat it.
I want to eat it. Let's go in and see how my babies are.
Ah, good looking. Good color.
All right.
Yeah, take them out. So after about half an hour, it's cooled down, so you can hear the little
I heard
crack.
the cracking.
Okay. And then just with your finger, yeah.
I feel good about these. Nice color.
Yeah.
That's because of the machine.
It's shiny, it's good temperature.
Good temperature.
Yeah, they look good.
Do I earn my reward?
Your reward is the Gare aux Noisettes.
Right. And this is the one that has
this cream, yeah.
This cream.
So you must have it in one go. Otherwise, no more
it.
apron, no more t-shirt.
It's crunchy. It's liquid on the center. It's salty. Tastes like those crazy haze. I mean, it's so bloody delicious.
And there's less than 10% sugar instead of normal 50% sugar in normal praline.
Chef, but famous, my man, Laurent. Thank you. Thanks for having us in. One of the specialties of Belgian beer halls is the availability of vintage beer. Select bottles are aged for years in refrigeration and sold only by request. Over time, the flavor dynamic of the beer and its yeast become ever more nuanced. I'm here with Dimitri. I can't pronounce this, so tell me, where am I?
So it's Bouchonnel Kelder.
One of the great beer bars.
From Brussels.
All right, you're going to show me the pour. Show me this pour for vintage beers, because it's so cool. It's like a double pour.
All right, so you have to pour it double to prevent the yeast, that worked out yeast, to come in your beer.
Okay.
So you start pouring the first one without bubbles going into it to keep the yeast at the bottom of your bottle.
That's art.
And now you shake it and fill it up. With enough fat to fill it up to the end.
Nice, yeah. I'll grab the little one, you grab the big one. We're going to toast to Brussels.
Well, to Brussels.
To Brussels, to beer, to Belgium. Life is good. Formidable. Thank you, brother.
See you.
Sasha, we're here. There's a famous sculpture here that everybody talks about. It's crazy. Talk to me about this thing. What is this thing?
It's the most impressive monument we can show you.
Monument?
Yes.
Let's go take a look at this. That little fountain-like creation over there.
You have the Statue of Liberty, we have this Manneke pit. It's an old one, it's 1619, you know. First time it was stolen by English soldiers. But they were so drunk they left it somewhere, so we could find it back.
They would be like that. Now, we're in a good, cool corner for a pub. We're going to go drink some beer?
Look at that.
All right.
It's a typical Brussels pub here.
All right. Well, Belgium is certainly famous for its great breweries and its beer consumption. I was really amazed to find out that Belgians drink beer as a beverage between meals and not with them.
It's one of the oldest pubs in Brussels. 1877, you see?
Let's talk beer.
Okay,
Let's talk beer. So we have three types. There's bottom fermented,
bottom fermented,
top fermented,
top
and then there's this
fermented.
other crazy thing that's like such a small percentage.
You call it crazy, but it's a kind of a primitive yeast process. It's the wild yeast. All the microorganisms in the air, they create what we call a spontaneous fermented beer. There's about 85 different sorts of yeast in such a beer, spontaneous fermented beer.
And how many breweries are capable of
Oh,
that?
very few. Very few. Only about 7.
In the planet, that's crazy.
In the planet, and they're all around Brussels. So you see there's no foam, it's flat, as we say.
Totally.
Totally flat, you see?
And it's slightly cloudy, not totally
No,
clear.
no, it
now
doesn't.
it's clearing.
No, now it's clearing.
No,
you
we
see.
just poured it. All right, nose. Hold on. Completely different, totally different animal. Somewhere between beer and cider to me.
It tastes like fruit, but there's no fruit in it. It's actually, there's no apple or whatever in it, but it's 70% of barley and 30% of wheat. So it's beer.
I've been dreaming about this, heard about this, never thought I'd taste it. And Sasha, thank you. My guy, our Sherpa in Brussels. Who would have found this place without you?
It's refreshing, isn't it?
Located within an enormous park in Brussels lies one of the city's best restaurants, the Michelin-starred Chalet de la Forêt. 9 o'clock in the morning in the kitchen. Everybody's half asleep, kind of cranky. We'll walk around and see what's going on over here. So this is a fish I've never heard of called cinchot or something like that, kind of like in the mackerel family. Oily fish. You can see, I mean, it looks like a mackerel. They're going to salt them, and it firms them up, very much like the Japanese do. Here with Chef Pascal at Château de la Forêt, inside Brussels. Great restaurant, Michelin-starred restaurant. We had an amazing meal here last night. Anyway, we're going to start cooking today. Chef's going to make a cod dish and a lobster dish. So we're going to start the recipe by doing what all chefs like to do in the morning. Head out to the herb garden. We have scissors.
Yes. We go to take some herbs?
Go take some herbs.
Okay,
Let's
great.
do this.
We go there.
Let's go.
Very interesting. We go there. Very interesting. Inside the flower, you have here, you have nectar, sugar, water.
It tastes like sugar.
Yeah.
So this is this wild sage we're eating the blossoms. They're super sweet.
Yes.
Another one.
Yeah, it's very good for.
Really good. All right. What else, chef? Beautiful fennel fronds. Yeah, you see the color.
Yeah.
Oh. And this is fresh tarragon.
More fresh, it's impossible.
Yeah, impossible. More fresh is impossible. All right, we're going to go cook. Chef, thanks for having us. Pascal, tell me, when did you start cooking?
I started with the university, but I didn't like it. Then after that, I would like to find a job, what I can do by myself to create something. And my father said, why don't you do in kitchen? I try and I become to like the job. And now it's 21 years. No, 22 years I do that.
We have this beautiful cod. It's a great fish, Atlantic fish, local fish. I mean, one of the world's most famous. Look at the protein. Just shiny, completely firm. Perfect piece of fish. Perfect. And we're going to do this sous vide.
Yes.
With white asparagus. A mousseline for the white asparagus.
Yes, and some sprouts for the sea, just here.
Okay.
We took on the back.
Clarified butter.
Clarified butter, okay. Vacuum. And in the bath.
You see the temperatures. It holds it to within 1/10 of a degree. So right now we blanch the asparagus.
Yeah.
So typical of Belgium, white asparagus.
Yes.
Right towards the middle end of the season.
Classic,
Okay.
but really nice.
Oh, look at this. Little tiny
Johnny in a
shrimp.
piece of North Sea.
No, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Smells like the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pull the asparagus out. They're going to drain on this little bit of paper. So she's out of the bag. Butter's drained. It's like custard.
Yeah. It's a very delicate fish.
Yeah, it's very flaky. You
Look.
can see this. Big, flaky, delicate fish. Now the shrimp are cooked on the boat immediately when they're caught.
And
they're cooked in their
it's not
shells.
Warm, they are not cold, just the temperature of the kitchen. And
this is this beautiful little green herbaceous sauce that is there for decoration but also tastes great.
And now we can sauce just the asparagus.
This is really, really beautiful. Tell me about this lobster. Is it unique to this water?
Yes. We call it the European lobster. It's a blue one. Look over there.
Yeah.
It's very blue. It's totally different than the American lobsters. And this lobster, it's more strong in the taste. We start with the steam, and after that, we grill the lobsters on the firewood.
I'm hungry. All right, let's throw this in the steamer.
We have the herbs from the garden.
Right. We chop by hand?
Yeah. The knife is okay?
The knife is beautiful.
Be careful.
The knife is beautiful. C'est bon? C'est fait?
Parfait.
Okay.
We put also Japanese piment with yuzu. Just
a touch.
A touch. The olive oil.
Just an infusion, just like almost like a tea.
Okay.
Stir with a spoon. See this beautiful herbaceous oil. You can see the viscosity of the olive oil.
And I think it's the lobster.
That's the lobster. That's why we set the timer. Beautiful.
Then
let it sit.
You stay 4 or 5 minutes to be rest.
Compose.
Okay. And now we do the vegetable salad.
Right. You're living dangerously, chef.
No, it's okay.
So this is the Japanese mandolin. You just have to watch your fingers because there's nothing between you and that blade.
Normally, you don't speak when you do that.
No, you don't talk to anyone. That's why I moved behind you. Now we can talk again. Everything's cut exactly the same size. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, this is delicious.
We put some oil, classic olive oil. We go to grill the lobster.
We're going to grill the lobster now. We go from sous vide to old school.
Yeah.
From
Yes,
the
that's
1
what I
century
like.
to 2 centuries before.
Yes. Okay.
All right, she's ready to go. Now we're going to make a plate. As they butcher a lot of lobster, they take the coral, the eggs out of the lobster. They wrap them up in plastic like a sausage.
Yes, it's the
Cook
sausage.
on vapeur,
On the
steam. And we're grating that cooked lobster roe right into our olive oil, herb vinaigrette.
And after that, in the salad.
And you have the blossoms.
Enjoy yourself.
We're going to. Spring in Belgium.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us in. The food's beautiful. Keep up the great work. It was a pleasure to have met you. It's
nice to see you.
We've been together for the last 24 hours nonstop, but I'm going to dig into this lobster. How does it get better than this? Fresh lobster, blue lobster, herbs from the garden. We picked them an hour ago. So good. So good. Thanks again. Salute. Mike Colomeco's Real Food is brought to you by the continuous, generous support of the following underwriters.
Cola Vita, a true Italian.
From artichokes to roasted peppers, from balsamic to truffle oil, Roland brings the world to you. Roland, global experts in specialty food.
People ask my wife, What's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and Cento.
San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento. Trust your family with our family.
And by additional support from Welshire Farms comes Lou's Garrett Valley Naturals, a collection of our most popular quality recipes made from minimal ingredients without added antibiotics, hormones, nitrates, nitrites, or artificial ingredients. Lou's Garrett Valley Naturals, always in good taste naturally.
There are only a few places left in the world, like the village of Grafton, Vermont, that still value the old traditions. They also hand make and age Grafton Village cheese here. It takes a village to make a great cheese.
Perugina Baci. Since 1907, Perugia's chocolatiers have produced this traditional Italian treat. A dark chocolate candy embedded with hazelnuts. Rachel Ray's signature specialty food line, from her all-natural extra virgin olive oil and balsamic vinegars to her stock in a box, are designed for preparing quick and convenient meals at home in less time with delicious results.
Experience the Mediterranean lifestyle with Sud de France, enjoying wine and food from Languedoc-Roussillon.